And we're back with Unforgettable Conversations, Season 5, guys.
Woo.
We got
Episode Magenta.
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko, the one and only Skipper, your host, Lito, and our special guest,
Jacoby Toby.
Jacoby
Jacoby Toby.
You just said it. I
came up
cannot
with it,
repeat
too.
it.
My God.
Jacoby Toby.
I
He's
forgot
the one that
too.
came up with it.
True.
Because it used to be
Someone that came up
Swab.
with it.
No. All good.
Jacoby Toby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today.
His first and last time in the show.
Jacoby Toby. Before he's gone.
Before he's gone.
His last appearance.
His last appearance.
Yeah, before he leaves to the...
Band.
Where are you going to?
Across the country for good, though. I'm out here.
Okay.
He's outta here,
Are you going
guys.
to like Japan or South
Yeah,
Africa?
over there.
Arkansas.
Over there.
He's Ventura.
He's Ventura.
East side.
The East Side.
Okay, today we're going to be talking about injuries,
Oh, man.
specifically Donnie's
Sure.
finger injury.
Oh.
Yeah, we all...
home.
None of us have
No more home.
No more
more
finger.
Home.
So,
Yeah.
Danny, can you tell us what happened?
Had a bad day.
Literally, a bad day.
Yeah.
Start from the beginning.
We were fishing. And then, I was throwing some good,
You were.
throwing some good baits out there,
You were. You definitely were.
I got ahead of myself. I felt very confident, very comfortable with, my expertise in fishing as of only one day.
No, but you got to admit, he actually looked pretty good
I
when
looked
he
like a
was
pro
throwing
out
it.
there,
Yeah, he
you know?
looked like a pro.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
today was your first day?
I mean, maybe years ago, but yeah, throwing it, like doing it myself. Like I was probably a kid, like when like the last time we went.
Damn.
Oh, and
Very
then
good.
just to give you guys a little bit of like an idea of Danny's fishing career, he actually caught a
I did
fish
catch
once
a fish
with just a stick
with a stick.
and an old
String.
Old-
string,
No,
like a hook and line,
Well, yeah, a stick, like a random, like little
like a
stick,
branch.
like
Okay.
branch, fishing wire that we just tied that we found on the floor,
Uh-huh.
and a hook.
Rusty
no
old hook.
bait,
Like
nothing.
caveman vibes?
caveman vibes.
Damn. Shirtless
Threw it
and
out
everything?
there,
Just tossed it.
caught himself a little
Little
fish.
skipperoo.
A little snack.
Little skip.
Snack.
How
Did
did
you guys
taste?
eat it? Yeah.
How'd it taste?
He didn't eat it.
Tastes like fish. Tastes like victory. That's what it
No
tastes
way.
Tastes like.
No, I think we did eat it. We did. Remember?
Nah. No
I
way.
remember we
scaled
tied it
They
down.
scaled
You
it.
wouldn't
No,
know.
we
They
didn't,
went to the
we didn't
store
do
to
it.
go buy it.
No, we didn't. We
I
didn't.
mean, we were
didn't make
kids
it.
when that
We were kids.
happened, but-
we gave
So
it to
his
our
parents tied
We gave it to our
the
parents.
fish.
They went to the store and they tied it.
Yeah.
They're like, here, you caught this.
Oh my gosh, you caught a fish. Daddy's like, oh,
But that actually happened.
No, that actually happened. I was like serious.
But
So,
tell
yeah.
him today. Tell him today.
Today, I just wasn't catching anything.
wasn't your day.
It wasn't my day.
You
but
did
know
catch
what?
something.
He
We'll
caught.
get
He,
there.
he caught some feelings.
I wasn't catching anything. I kept reeling it back in. I love throwing it. It just felt good throwing it. You feel like a real. You feel like a
You had that motion of just like whoosh,
That motion.
and you
Getting a
hear the-
rhythm.
and you can hear those. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Getting
you
that
look
Those
around-
look pretty good.
You look around, but there's no bees. Like what's buzzing? It's my line.
My vibes.
It's my line. My line's buzzing. I keep buzzing.
Buzz, buzz.
Yeah.
Buzz.
And
Buzz Lightyear.
I kept the very last time, I was just I gave myself a couple pumps. I was like pumping. I'm like, hey,
You were excited. You were
I
in
was
the
excited. I'm
zone.
like, I'm gonna throw this one far, and had it not caught onto my finger, it would have gone far.
It would have.
It would have
have,
been the furthest one.
Yeah,
That's a home run right there.
You kidding me? Yeah.
He went like this, and he realized
It was stuck.
Yeah, and I saw the bait right in front.
He went for the home run and
I went for
realized
the Hail Mary.
he,
That's what I
he
went.
hit the umpire in the head with the bat.
I went for the helmet.
And he himself was the umpire.
He was
the Hail
the
Mary.
umpire.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to kind of just give a clear example of exactly what you were doing
What
and
you
the
felt?
technique.
what you felt.
Well, first the technique, how
The
it caught.
technique.
Like what were we?
How it
Like you
caught.
were throwing it,
Yeah,
right?
So
How
so
far back
basically
were you?
there was I bought a nice little like weighted fish. Like it was a fish with also hooks on it. So I had that at the bottom, right? And that was like that's supposed to catch the big stuff. I had another one, another piece of bait on top of that.
How far away?
Maybe about a little
He's all
Inches, daddy. We use inches.
a little 2 feet.
Come on.
42 inch.
He's like,
37
that took you too long, bro.
A 5 3/4.
He ends it with like a handshake.
About an eighth of a meter.
Eighth of a
About an eighth of a meter. You know,
An eighth of a meter.
about 45 centimeters. Yeah.
All right.
26 millimeters. So yeah, I you know, it was a good little distance, enough for me to like, you know, grab. It was about a handful.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know, so I had the other bait on top, and that one was like a little cool glow in the dark squid. Like it was nice. It had
With the
Glow in the
big
dark.
hook. With the big hook.
little feathers, big hook. You know,
How do you
one
know
big
glue in
hook.
the dark?
I bought it. And it said
Exactly.
GOTW or GOTD. No,
Glow in the-
GITD.
Sure.
Might as well.
Glow in the
It's all good.
dark.
English is hard.
GITD.
Reading's hard. It's all good.
Reading is hard. Honestly. I remember one time in first grade. I'll get back to that. So yeah, like I grabbed it, and I had this technique where it was like, oh, okay, perfect. Like I was getting good swings. You know,
It was.
I was getting good swings. I was grabbing it right from, and I had a good momentum, good momentum there.
Yeah.
Well, when I cocked it back too far, the you know the hooks came this way. And when I
Gravity.
gravity, right? Gravity
Yeah.
took place. Stupid Newton. And I chuck it, right? I chuck it, and you know, gravity, same thing. Momentum, you know, changes
Gravity.
direction. Bam.
But
got
you
my
overshot it too. You overshot
No.
it because it would have.
No.
You
You didn't even shoot it.
Well, I couldn't shoot
You
it.
couldn't
Like,
shoot it. It got caught.
It got
It
stuck.
jammed. The gun
The gun
jammed.
jammed.
Good jam.
I couldn't pull the trigger.
He pulled the
Oh,
trigger,
that-
but
I
the
pulled
safety was
trigger.
on.
Yeah.
with his finger in it.
His finger was the safety.
I didn't feel safe.
Oh.
Didn't feel safe.
Okay. So what was the first thing you like? Was it pain? Was it like realizing like
Oh,
where'd it
it
go?
was a sting. It was a sting. I was like, whoa, what the?
Like a bee sting.
And you know,
Like a bee sting?
Like no, more
Or
of
like a
sting.
needle.
More of a sting. It was like a
like a needle.
nah. Needles like actually, I could draw your blood and like you wouldn't even feel it.
Oh,
For sure.
Don't tease me with a good time.
Daddy's like this.
I'm all drawing it. I'm all drawing on your
blood.
skin. I'm all look. This is your blood.
Is it this shade of red?
It just says blood on there. Like draw blood on
So
there.
compare the pain to something
Anything.
similar.
A staple.
Like,
a nail.
Yeah, I mean, think of it like
Paper
if
cut.
you just get
Stepping
like
on the Lego.
think of it. Well, yeah, like if you fell and you like the Lego was there, like
He goes. Well, you've ever had your heart broken?
you ever gotten a prom but they didn't.
You've ever gone to prom by yourself?
You ever had a best friend, but they don't consider you their best friend?
That was deep. That was real. That was real.
That's real.
That was real. Like
'Cause-
that's-
I mean, you're just a guest.
He's
Alex.
always
Come on, you're just a guest, Alex.
Yes.
by now we're brothers.
Oh, okay. You've ascended.
So did it hurt that much? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, but was it like a big pain or was it just like a?
It was just a
you felt
sting.
it?
Like you felt
Yeah.
it. Like
Like instant.
you ever been stabbed before?
No.
Yeah, like right here, but not on the finger.
Wait, for real?
On the finger.
By what?
Fish hook.
Saber tooth lion. No.
It was a fish hook.
You got someone.
Oh, you got hooked.
I'm
too.
kidding, bro.
I felt.
No, I haven't.
So just
I've never
so
gone
in other
fishing.
words, a cut.
I felt a sense of connection right there for a second.
I know,
I was
right?
like, wait, somebody knows what I feel like.
So a cut,
Yeah.
like a cut, like you got a cut.
Not just the
Okay,
cut,
let me ask
like,
you this: a paper cut, that type of
Those
sting,
sting.
Nah.
is those sting?
It was that kind of
Oh,
sting,
bashing
but-
your finger with a hammer, like that.
Nah, that was that's more of a like
Like a hit, like a
physical
hit.
damage, you know.
Blow,
Yeah.
like
It was like, I mean, the best way I could explain it is like you like a thumbtack. If you like, if you ever
yeah.
Like straight in your
straight
finger.
in, like you feel it, it's in there, you know.
Oh.
okay. Let me ask you this: what was more painful, like that, or when you were kind of tugging at it?
Oh, tugging at it by far.
Oof, yeah.
It looked
For
like it.
sure, for sure.
I think it was
hooks.
wedged
They're
in
not
there.
meant to come
got-
out.
it's
They're
a
not meant
hook.
to come out.
And then there's
Like,
a back hook.
Yeah. The
You know,
back
it has
hook was
two
the thing that was holding on.
So that's the thing that like
The prawn
made
was on there.
like I had to like when I was pulling it out, I had to open the wound even larger so that like I was ripping flesh.
yeah.
I was ripping flesh.
Okay, were you
Discretion
bleeding, though?
advised. This is gonna get.
We're just gonna get
We're gonna show a
graphic.
graphic right here.
Close your eyes.
Close your
But
eyes.
open your ears, all right? Let them
Close
hear
your eyes.
everything.
Open your hearts.
Open your heart. Open your
heart.
ears.
and
Open your
cry with
heart.
me. Cry with me.
Leave your mouth like about this big, and breathe in. Take a deep breath. Breathe out.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
Yeah.
Let me open my heart.
Let me open my hair.
Close one nostril, please. Close one nostril.
Close one
Close
nostril.
one nostril.
Now pretend you have no index finger, pointer finger.
Yeah.
But do it in a Mexican girl's way.
Chola.
Chola way.
What is it when you guys in cholas?
I know.
Pretend you have hot Cheeto dust on the index finger.
And on your eyes.
Get ready. And I-
All right, wait,
All right,
hold on.
continue. Tell us the story.
Anyway, so yeah, so it went in there, and I like right away I noticed, I'm like, oh my gosh, like it was deep in, like to the point where it's like, okay, if it's a regular hook with no back hook, you could just slide that thing right out. It's gonna bleed, whatever. But I tugged a little bit, and I knew, oh shoot, like
That's in
I'm
there.
tugging it, and it's yanking my finger with it,
Yeah.
So I was like, oh
Yeah.
shoot, like this thing's stuck.
And it was deep, huh?
It was in deep, yeah, and like I just know myself, like I'm like, all right, like I'm gonna stay calm, like through all this, and
In the pictures, you still looked calm. Yeah.
I stayed calm
Oh
for the
yeah,
most
he
part.
was
like,
cool as a cucumber.
He was completely calm
It was more like a dag on it.
until the point where he's like, I think I need to go to the urgent care.
No, but I even said that. I'm like, honestly, dude, I think I need to go to the urgent care.
Because
But
you
I
don't want to
said
make it
I
worse.
said it calm, like
yeah, you don't want to
Yeah,
make
he
it
I
worse.
said
didn't
it
say it
calmly.
panic. Like I wasn't like, I think I need to go to the. No, I wasn't like that. I was just like,
Dude,
honestly,
That's what we'll
like,
say on air.
yeah.
I
I was ready to amputate his finger. I told him, like, I have the knife. We can just cut it off.
Cut the
and
finger off.
Yeah.
We'll use it
Put it
as
back.
bait.
use it as bait.
yeah.
And throw you back in there. You
Throw
know.
it back in there. You'll catch something.
You got 9 other fingers.
Right, huh? Finally,
You,
right?
could-
Well,
you
actually,
know, have you ever heard like people will cut their toe and like get it like, well, not purposefully, but by accident, if they get like a thumb cut off, they can reattach a toe as their thumb.
what?
Why?
Did you get that off TikTok?
No, Reddit.
Why though?
Is that thumb roll?
Is that a?
Is that a toe thumb?
It's-
Is that
It's a toe.
That looks like a toe thumb.
toe thumb. It's not mine though.
a thumb?
Okay, so did it bleed right away?
No. So while it was in there, it was not bleeding.
Oh yeah,
Like-
it was when it was.
While it was in there,
Lodged
like
in
it
there.
was stuck in there, not bleeding. Like
You saw it. It
nothing
wasn't
wrong.
preventing blood from coming out.
Yeah, it
I know,
was-
but they haven't seen it.
Oh right.
Just
yeah, it was fully.
try to give
you
them
know,
a better picture of it.
give them, keep your eyes closed.
Well, we do
right?
have pictures
Oh,
of it.
you should do this the day that you post this audio or the podcast, like on the story, like
Attach photo.
do the
Oh, yeah,
the thing
put a
or video.
Throw some photos on there.
So right here, you can see the hook.
Alex
lodged
didn't
in.
take the full video though.
Oh,
Oh,
when he
you're
pulled
gonna-
it
I'm saying,
out.
post it on the Instagram.
It's already on the
and
Instagram.
Then add the link on the description. Like if you want to see the videos and pictures and stuff.
Yeah, that's
It's a lot of blood.
A
Yeah.
lot of blood,
It's dark blood too.
dark blood.
If you guys want a souvenir, go to Port Wayne Pier. You should be able to find
You'll see
Danny's
my
finger.
finger.
His finger.
his finger over there.
with a fish swimming around with it.
With hot
Yeah.
Cheeto dust.
So okay, so it didn't bleed right away.
No.
Back. Okay. Sorry, I had technical difficulties. Danny was explaining how
His
he had
index
hot
finger
Cheeto dust
his
on his
cut off.
finger.
Finger
his finger
And the seagull
pretty much
came to
got cut
bite.
off.
Lidocaine.
And then the fish took it away.
No, okay, so there was not a lot of blood.
No, there was no blood.
There was no blood at all.
blood.
And then you
At
went
first.
to the sink
First, mhm.
I went to the sink.
because
Just
there's a sink on
to
the dock
wash it,
on the,
you
on the
know?
pier.
There's still no blood. Still no blood. But the fact was I needed to yank it out.
Yep.
And I was like, I knew obviously there's a hook on the other side. Well, you actually kind of moved it, no? Didn't you move it?
Yeah,
You
so
adjusted
when
it?
Danny threw it, it hooked him, but then it kind of slid down. And then I just kind of moved it the other direction, like towards where it came in, because it went in sideways. So I just angled it to the point where it's like, okay, I mean, I'm not going to pull it out, but you're going to have to do it. But at least this way, it's going to come out the same direction it went in instead of tearing a different direction out and making a bigger
Making a
gash.
Oh,
Sure,
right, right,
So
right.
I like moved it for him, and I was like, okay. And then that's when Danny went through and kind of described that moment.
I mean, a lot of
performed
adrenaline was running
surgery.
through my veins,
Was the heart going?
Nah. I don't think the heart was going, but I was like, just like, all right, I got to do this. Like, it's like do or die. It's like one of the, like this. I guess you know what the heart was kind of pumping.
Like in,
But,
when you're in war,
you're like,
you
it's
have
like,
to like.
it's like,
there's a moment.
Remove a bullet.
it's
There's a
flight.
moment.
It's flight. Or,
There's a bullet inside of
fight
you.
or flight.
Just gotta
Fight or
take it
flight.
out.
Fight or flight. And I chose to
okay.
fight. I chose to fight this one. Stupid hook. And yeah, so like obviously like I had my finger there. The water was like dropping. And then, like, I was like pulling, but my arm kept coming up. So Joel's like, "Here, I got your arm." Like, so he held my arm
It's
down.
because, like, imagine trying to pull something and
I'm trying
like,
to
your
pull it,
arm
and
is
my
like,
arm
no,
is like-
I don't want that.
Yeah.
So I like grabbed his arm and then
Yeah, so
He
I
did
was,
the rest.
I was pulling. Another guy with like,
Oh yeah, there was some other guy
Other
that came
guy, yeah.
over and helped
Helped out?
Danny.
he's a
yeah.
very generous man. He offered us some,
Crack
some
cocaine?
things, and
Oh,
I wouldn't either.
Weed.
I will plead the fifth. I will plead the fifth on that.
He offered something to make you feel better. Is what?
Yeah, he said,
Weed and alcohol.
but there was something else.
The Kush.
No, he said it was he offered us stuff like drugs, but we say no to drugs.
Say no to drugs.
Yeah, it was
No drugs
Tuesday.
here.
We don't do
drugs,
that.
yeah.
It was Tuesday. We're fishing. We're not gonna do that.
Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday.
It's Taco Tuesday.
Just doesn't mix well. Like you get bubble gum. No, it doesn't
Wait,
matter.
Anyways, we said
was
no.
he
That's the
holding?
whole point.
Okay,
We
so
said no.
No,
That
he came
doesn't
over
matter,
to help out. Oh, he came over to help
Well, he
Danny
came
and
over,
Joel.
and I was actually, no, like don't pull it. Like I thought he was gonna pull it,
Oh,
and I was like, no. He's like, no, don't worry. Like I'm just gonna squeeze like on the edges,
Not
so that,
kissing
like,
it.
like you,
Yeah.
No, he
pull
came
it.
over and did kissing.
That's
came
it.
out.
he tried to squeeze like the fingers, so he like in other words hold like while I was holding Danny's hand, he would squeeze the fingers so it's easier for him to just yank it out, for Danny to yank it
yeah.
out.
And then it's not like ripping away like
Yeah.
my finger, like my fingers coming with
yeah.
it. So he did that. So he came in clutch right there, and I remember like pulling it, and it just would not go.
Yeah.
Like, and
He was like,
each time I yanked it, like it was like, oh, like it hurt, but like
It was like this. Like he would pull it, and obviously his finger was moving
yeah.
with it.
yeah, so
It
I
wouldn't
was
come
like-
out.
Like I just had to like, dude, like I had my eyes closed and everything. I was like, oh, let's go, like
Dude, you
like,
should
I
have
was-
heard it. Like I'm literally right there next to him. His face is right here, and you just see Danny like trying to yank it, and like you could tell this guy was in pain because it's
Yeah.
like at first you see him and he's like, "Ugh," and there's still no blood, and then he pulls it and it like pulls the skin with it, and then
Yeah.
he lets go.
All the
and then you
blood
start
just
seeing
gushes
some
out.
blood.
Oh, you
It's-
like
the blood starts coming out a little bit.
Well,
and a
like I
little bit.
lost strength at that point. Like, dude, it's like I had to
so
like
were you like?
I was pulling it like as hard as I could.
So
like,
it wasn't like you were holding back. It
No,
was like,
no, I was like
No,
literally
like, it was pulling
in
the
there.
skin.
like
and,
I was like ripping it.
Ah.
Like I was ripping it little by little.
Yeah.
And so I did that like two
'Cause of the back hook.
It was
It
like
was
literally
3
the
times
third
total.
time. The third time it was.
So
like,
it was
I
in
actually-
muscle. Well, I don't know if you have muscle in your finger. You have muscle in your
Yeah,
finger.
it was like some type of
Probably,
tissue
man.
that
It
it
was
probably
like-
got
It was
hooked on.
in deep.
Oh,
it was deep for sure.
Like
Because
it
imagine,
was deep to the point where like, okay, if your nail is
yeah,
like
the hook.
like if I would push it deeper, it probably would have came out the other end.
Okay.
Like
It
it
was
was
in
deep
deep.
and it was thick. It probably would have. Yeah, it probably would have came under like out of the underbed.
And it was sharp. It's a sharp thing. So that's why it went easily into his
That's why
skin.
it
Just
dipped,
slid in there.
like,
Yeah. But because of the back hook, it basically prevented
Stayed.
for it to just come out easily.
Yeah, so I was ripping flesh the whole time, like
Dude, and then the noises he was making, he was just like,
Just random grunts.
Yeah.
And the noises Joel was making even worse.
and dude, I just kept laughing. I was like trying not to laugh, but I was just like, oh man, like that looks so
That's,
painful.
dude, yeah.
But then
Are
he
you-
eventually, like, he did it, and like it comes off, and like you just see like a
The
piece
flap.
of skin like flapped over,
Yeah.
and it's just
And
like.
gushing.
And you said you heard a noise, no?
Yeah, no, honestly, when he pulled it out,
tear?
it was like I was like, oh my gosh. I wasn't even like watching. I was just kind of like praying over him. But when he pulled it out, I was
He's over
like,
here like having a service, or putting hands.
On his knees.
I was, and honestly, like I heard like a
rip?
from
Like a rip?
the skin, not even from you guys,
Yeah.
but just from the
Like
time
if I
he pulled it out.
Yeah.
It sounded like and I was like, oh,
Like if I opened a
How
bag
bad-
of Cheetos or something.
How-
Basically, yeah,
How
it
bad
was
did that hurt?
crazy.
That
Yeah, the last
That
moment.
initial part, yeah, it was like, it hurt. But again, like I feel like obviously the adrenaline was like forcing me to like be like, all right, like
Survive.
it like reduced the pain. In other words,
I like how the guy that came like tried to help us out. He's like, dude, come on, you just gotta do it. Just man up right now and just tear
Yeah,
that thing.
he
You're
did
gonna
say
rip
that.
some skin, but like just go ahead and do it. And he was just like telling him everything. And then he's like, and then like he rips it off.
yeah.
Wait,
I
how
did
long
that.
was that? Like from when you first tried to like tug it out to when it actually came out? Like how long was that?
Oh, it was like 5 seconds, or like you did it like
When I was doing
instantaneous.
that?
Yeah, when you're like,
Well,
pull-
yeah. I was tugging and tugging and tugging it, and then like eventually it came out.
yeah, it wasn't even
But,
that long. He
it was
like pulled it
was
once,
Like, it was probably like 15
twice.
seconds.
Okay.
and then he pulled it and it came off.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
hardest
But it
15
was-
seconds of your life.
But it was
Yeah.
bleeding a
Crazy.
bunch when he
Yeah,
took it out.
right when I
Like,
took it out, I started gushing. I was like, "Oh shoot!" And yeah, I just
Would you have
put it in.
gotten through that if that old man wasn't there?
oh,
Honestly,
Good
the
question.
chronic kush kind of helped. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what it was. That he
That's
was saying.
what made me do it. No, I'm just kidding. No,
No,
like
that's funny.
he was a little sensitive motivation. Like I don't know. Like if
Stop
it was
being
just
like
us
that.
three, like he
think
wasn't
yeah.
saying like be a man. Like he was like
Yeah.
like he
No,
was just saying like you
trying
just
to,
gotta
like,
do
be
it,
good-
man.
yeah.
You just gotta do it.
yeah, he was cool about it. He wasn't
And then-
being mean about it.
And then when I
Okay.
did it, like he's like, I can't believe he did that.
I was just kidding.
I wouldn't have done
He was
that.
he's like, and I just can't believe I witnessed that. Like, he was just like, dude, he was funny, man.
Yeah.
That guy
Yeah.
That's-
But
Anyways, that's the story why
Yeah,
he
now-
lost his finger.
That's how he lost his finger.
yeah,
So-
it's still there. It's still there. It's just it's
Barely.
It's not all there. you know?
Barely.
It's
But is it really?
It's just a cut.
It's not all there. It's a little dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Eventually.
how did it look after you got home? Like after you.
After I took off the gauze,
yeah.
it was still kind of dirty, dude. I had to re-clean it.
Dirty.
Yeah, it was
well,
still kind of
'cause
because of
from the dirt?
The dirt from
Dirt.
the
Oh.
bait that we
Dirt,
had.
the
so it makes
worm.
sense. Yeah,
There
because
might-
we
there might
wrapped
still
it
be
right then
worm.
and there.
Yeah.
We didn't have like a chance.
Well, you cleaned it and everything, and then
Yeah, so I,
kinda.
I took it out. Well, yeah, there like the first time.
like I just went straight to the
Yeah.
car, got my first aid kit, showed up to him, and he had already like had it like in a bag or something. Like
No, wrapped in like the guy cut off a piece of his shirt so
Piece
he
of
could
his
give
shirt,
it to Danny to
cool
just
guy.
that. Yeah.
yeah. He was
Cut up
really
a-
helpful. He brought alcohol.
Brought
He
alcohol.
brought
He drank the alcohol after he put some on.
Yeah, I know. He poured. There's a picture
poured a
that
little bit,
Alex
and then
took
he drank
where
the
he
whole thing.
poured.
He's like a little for
bit
you,
of-
a little for me.
a little bit for you, a little bit for me.
Yeah,
But hey, it cleaned
like
it.
it cleaned it.
And then we all had a party.
And then yeah, like he brought the gauze and I put that on. It was still like throbbing like crazy, like way more than it is now. It's still throbbing now, but like it was like I could feel it like pumping.
Like if
And,
someone hit it with a hammer, huh? Like
Yeah, like it's
Oh,
just
that's the
like that
worst.
resonating. Boom,
yeah,
boom,
like
boom,
that.
boom,
That's
boom.
what I felt.
And like I could feel like the rhythm of it, you know, like boom.
Yeah.
Dum,
You hear
dum,
it.
dum,
And
Blood pumping.
everybody like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you
I
lost.
like that beat.
Yeah. So, no, yeah. So that happened, and then when I got home, I took off the gauze. Well, so I was also like, I put ice on it. Like I was icing it the whole time because we had ice.
Yeah.
So Alex put ice in a bag and like tied it in a knot, and I was just using that like as an ice bag. And yeah, like it ended up getting the gauze all wet, so I had to like reapply new like. This
Layer.
isn't gauze. I make shift this. This is
Toilet paper?
not toilet paper. It's
Yeah, toilet paper.
It's
paper towel.
Swan-
dude wipe.
What's it called?
Oh, paper towels.
Yeah, paper
Sherman.
towels, but
Sherman.
there's the not
dude wipes.
Not
Hey,
Charmin.
no free ads, no free.
It's not sure. Oh yeah. Forget you guys. So it was yeah. So it was just paper towels, generic paper towels, and I just put duct tape on, or like scotch. Just not scotch.
clear
Any
tape,
tape.
clear tape.
Any tape.
So what was the learning? What was the learning?
Wait, Scotch
lesson?
is Scotch a company?
Scotch is the company.
It's a brand,
They
yeah,
also
it's a
make
brand.
clear tape, which is that.
Yeah, so
Okay,
just
so
tape,
it wasn't
just tape.
Scotch.
It could have been Scotch. Scotch makes clear tape.
We're not
we're saying
advertising.
it's not.
We're not
Let's not-
saying.
let's
we're
not
saying
say
it.
it's
Let's
not
not talk about
Scotch.
this right now.
That's what I'm
It's just
saying.
Scotch.
I don't wanna say it's
just
Scotch
a brand.
then
He
we're
put
gonna,
tape around the paper towel. That's all he did.
All right.
Yeah.
What was the lesson learned? Like, what is the teaching moment that you will tell your kids
Don't show off.
50 years from now,
You know,
or 2 years from? I don't know.
well, so
Or next week with
Or
your
9
kids.
When you
months.
find one.
2024 it was the goal.
2024 kids.
2025 married.
Last podcast.
No. What was the goal or what was the question?
What's the lesson?
Lessons learned.
Don't mess with the fish.
I told Daddy, now you know how to feel the fish feel.
Fish feel. Poor fish.
If a random man offers you something, take it.
No,
that-
that's definitely not
don't
the
take
answer.
it.
If it helps, it helps. No, I was just kidding.
Not every old man is friendly.
I don't know.
Did you
man.
get too confident? And you were just like,
yeah,
I got
I
this.
got too confident. Like, you know,
He got humbled real quick.
Be, yeah, humble.
You got
Be
You're gonna learn,
be
Dave,
patient. When
son.
it comes to fishing, life is like fishing. Be patient. You know, don't reel it in so many times and keep throwing.
You were doing that.
I kept doing it. It was
You
fun.
kept-
It was fun.
yeah,
I,
you like
I
that.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it until the last.
Until you lost a
Very last
finger.
Dang,
It's 'cause I was
keep it
showing
reading
off.
You
there.
lost
Keep
it.
I
it
was
reading
showing
there.
off to them. I was like, dude, like, let me, you know, and I would tell them
That's
like,
what happened.
you
The pride
guys
got
wanna
you.
try?
He could cast the line really well.
I was
Yeah, really good.
casting that thing.
I was probably the worst. Alex
pride
was
got
pretty
you.
good too. I would have Alex do it for me.
yeah.
I was like, all right, I'll
He's like, I don't
want
want to risk
it, and
it.
you throw
so
it.
maybe that's the lesson because he didn't get his finger stabbed. So
Okay.
just have someone else do. the
Have someone
dirty
else,
for
like-
you.
Daddy was doing it for both of us
I was,
at
yeah.
one point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So teach your man to fish. You know,
Have a-
properly,
Hey,
but
hey, hey.
properly. Oh, we're
Hey,
gonna wear
man,
gloves.
the
That's what we
lesson-
decided. We're gonna wear gloves
The
next time.
lesson
Oh, yeah, we're
is
gonna wear gloves.
have other people fish for you.
yeah.
Teach him how to fish. He eats for. No, that's.
Already give a man, give a man a fish.
Give a man
Give
a
him a
fish.
fish.
He eats
Give
for
him
a
a
day.
hug.
It's a different
Teach him how to
day.
fish.
Give a man a hook. He hooks himself
Hooks himself and loses a finger.
with his finger.
It makes a great
Fish.
podcast story.
So
give
fish
somebody
for him.
Give somebody else a hook. You don't lose your fingers.
And fish for him.
Fish for him. Yeah.
true.
Or
We never caught any fish. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing.
But we
Oh,
caught
but-
a Danny,
No, and then we also caught a
a
ticket.
wild Danny.
We caught a ticket.
I got a- I
We
got-
caught a ticket.
Caught a
Caught a
good time.
case.
Caught a good time. Caught some vibes.
I caught a $130 ticket.
That's discrimination, man.
Big.
Got back to the car and I realized, oh wow, there's a ticket for $130.
that's crazy.
Tell them why.
Because apparently I park
Can't park.
and you can't park there without a permit.
It's
At
only
all.
partially it. What's the other part?
Apparently you need 2 license plates.
No,
Do
see
like
that
this
is
play.
wild.
Yeah, it's
Because my front,
He
the
just
front of
had
my
a bad
car-
day.
Yeah, the
Like-
front of my car
No,
doesn't have
Danny
even
did.
mounts for the license
True.
plate. So
he did. He had
Okay, whose pain is worse, yours or yours?
oh his.
I'm gonna have a scar after this, for sure.
His wall's gonna have a scar.
It'll come back.
It's 130 by then.
Well, the thing about the plate. Okay,
It's a
so
fix it ticket, isn't it? The plate.
No, it's not.
No, it's like a parking
No
ticket.
way, $130 fix it. You know.
technically,
Like
It's,
25
it's a
bucks.
parking ticket.
So you don't have to like show him like, oh, I put it on.
no,
Oh, okay.
because it's like parking meter guys, not really.
CHP,
CHP
or,
or the
police or
OPD
anyone
or
that
whatever,
actually
yeah.
matters.
They're not really.
Dang.
Tim.
Oh, county
Deputies.
the depths.
They're the worst.
Deputy Deeks.
They got nothing else
Deputy
to do.
Deeks. We're gonna have to end this podcast.
Why?
Hold on. What are you looking
Our
at?
battery pack's
Oh.
about
About to
to die.
All right.
What's it at?
Oh.
It's at 1 bar and it's flashing.
Oh,
All right.
flashing
All right,
on.
say your goodbyes.
All right,
I
say your
guess
goodbyes,
That's
Danny.
a short one.
It was a short one, unfortunately, but it was
Thanks
a
to
good
Danny's finger.
Thanks to Danny's finger. He's our new sponsor.
Was it a short one? I don't think it was
Not as short as Danny's
Well, it
finger.
wasn't that
You
short.
combine that with the other one, it's about a $1.50.
Maybe like a
$1.50.
20, 30 minute,
As much as a
Episode
parking
total
ticket cost.
$1.30.
130 seconds.
130.
130.
2,000.
130 seconds.
How about you?
About
How about
2,000
you? How about you
milliseconds.
end the story by telling them what you did to McDonald's?
Oh.
No, wait, that's where are the rules at?
That's
Oh, that's-
self-incrimination.
that's
Okay, okay.
Okay, don't do that then.
Yeah, you can't
Tell
do
them the story about someone doing what you,
What you
something
saw.
similar.
what you saw.
What
someone
we
do.
that.
heard.
My friend told me.
No,
we
no.
can't.
I was a
We
good
won't- we
hack,
won't-
but
we
it's
won't talk.
illegal.
Yeah, it is illegal.
Don't incriminate
I can't believe-
yourself.
Don't incriminate yourself.
Guys,
That's the left.
Just kidding.
That's
You
the
just
like
need-
left
that's
word.
the-
That yeah.
You just need a better surrounding circle, is what I've learned in my life.
Make better friends.
Make better friends.
And let them
No.
make the mistakes.
and let them. Yeah,
The funny thing is that it was his idea.
but they are enablers. Like they're like,
Well,
you should do
no.
it. You know, you should do it.
No.
Like,
But if your friends are telling you should do something, you should do it.
yeah, you should. Like they're supposed to look out for your best interest. You know,
Yeah,
Unless
like,
they're not good
supposed to.
friends.
if they tell you cast my line, cast the line.
I cast my line. Yeah, cast the line.
Thanks, Danny, for
I've
casting.
learned mine.
Thank you, Danny.
Now gloves. You know,
And thanks, Joel, for driving. We appreciate it.
yeah. He's the one that got the
I'm the
ticket.
one that got the ticket.
Yeah. So
Thanks for parking.
Thanks for parking there.
Alex had the best day.
No, that was
I had a fun
know.
day.
Yeah,
I was
we saw
driving
him.
around.
Yeah.
Got McDonald's for free. Got to see some blood. Not mine.
And
gotta-
someone spent money.
You got some chronic kush? No, I'm just kidding.
Offered.
Offered.
Didn't take it. It's a Tuesday.
Tuesdays. Talk to
Maybe if it was a Wednesday.
No, Wednesday is a midweek service. Thursday maybe.
Fasting on Wednesdays.
Okay. Any last words, guys?
That was yours.
I'm glad you're here, Danny.
That's yours.
I'm glad you're here.
Hey, show us your finger.
Go big or go home.
Nah.
Nah. Just a little shy right now.
You're gonna have to shut it down if he shows blood.
Oh, I don't know if you remember your dad called real quick, like when we were out there, and
yeah.
your dad said, "If you guys don't catch fish, catch souls,
Catch
So-
hearts. But you guys are both already. Never mind.
That's true. I mean,
That's true.
yeah.
You could get re-caught.
That's not a good thing.
You know.
What about you? Last words.
How about catch these hands?
Catch
I mean, you're about to catch his
Yeah,
hand.
that's a good one.
I have a
If you
ticket-
ain't catching
I-
fish, catch these hooks.
So if you don't bring back, if you don't catch any fish,
You're gonna catch
his
hands.
hands.
You're gonna catch.
Your dad threatening you?
That's your hero.
Bro,
That's my hero right
That's
there.
your guys' hero.
Dude, I'd be freaking going to the supermarket just to get a fish, like just put it on there.
Sure.
So that's why Daddy said his mom, though.
Yeah, that's why I stopped there. You know?
Show up with a catfish. It's like
Catfish,
those
no.
aren't from
It's all
around
frozen still.
Meet
like,
up. It's in a Costco
It's in a
bag.
Costco bag.
wrapped in
The salmon.
tag on
It's
it.
salmon,
It's
but
all
it's like
shoot.
the.
It's all
the-
just marinated already too.
It's not even that.
Fish tacos from Del
Cooked already.
Taco. I cooked them.
Oh,
I gave it a Taco Bell and they did it for me.
You should take in the squid.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Catch you guys later.
What happened?